What's going on, guys? Nice guy driver. The date as of the time I'm shooting this video is Monday, April the 7th, 2025. Man, time goes by quick. I'm about to do an experiment on the Uber side that, according to Uber's terms of service, could get me deactivated. Could. But I don't think it will. And the only reason why I'm willing to take this risk is because Uber is no longer my primary app. Believe it or not, Lyft is my primary app because Lyft has that area filter. I make twice as much money on Lyft lately than I do on Uber. Even though Uber gives me way more offers, don't get me wrong, Uber bombards me with offers, but they're all trash. Not saying that Lyft is much better, but lately, because of that area filter, my acceptance rate has gone up because I'm getting rides in my area, and the offers have gotten higher because my acceptance rate went up. I noticed when your acceptance rate is higher with Lyft, they pay you a little bit more, meaning the offers are paying me a little bit higher than Uber. If Uber sends me a short trip, it's usually the base fare, like $3.95, where Lyft will actually give me $5 to $6 for that same distance. Sometimes even $7 for that same distance. And that adds up. Don't sound like a lot, but it adds up. When you get $8 as opposed to $4 on Uber. Now, the experiment is, I'm going to do this experiment from today, Monday, probably until Friday. It's going to probably be a rainy day. It's raining right now. So it's probably a good day to do the experiment because I'm going to get crap rides. I'm going to do shared rides, and I'm going to hit stop requests. Now, for those of you who don't know what that does, when you do shared rides and you hit stop requests, like you're ending your day, they don't send you any more trips. Now, usually when I go like a day of doing like 3 or 4, maybe 5 of these, the next day I'll get a nasty email saying that I'm breaking the terms of service. But I'm willing to bet that even though technically I'm breaking their terms of service, I don't think they'll deactivate me. Because I think Uber knows that as independent contractors, we should be able to not take shared rides. You're forcing us to take shared rides because I don't know about your area, but they bundle UberX and the shared rides together. They used to be separate. They don't want to separate them because you know why? They know nobody wants to do shared rides. They're trash. But what I have noticed, the same distance that Uber offers for some of these UberX trips, they'll offer a shared ride and it'll be $1 to $2 more. And you know why that is? Because they're hoping that you're going to get 1 or 2 more people you got to pick up. So in a sense, you're doing 2 to 3 trips for additional maybe $1, $2. They'll add another person to your ride and only give you maybe $2 more. So if you did individual rides, you probably, base fare is with Uber, I think is like, in my area is like $3.95. So that would be a minimum of $4 if you did 3 of those individual people on short rides. But now you're only getting paid like $6 and you picked up 3 people. And you drove further because it's shared. And then a lot of these people tell them they're going to save money, but they actually really only save like a few cents. It's really not even worth them taking the shared rides. And another trick is some passengers, they only offer shared rides certain times a day, so they don't even give the option of doing a regular UberX trip. In certain areas, certain time of day, my stepdaughter told me that she was stuck somewhere out in the boonies, and they didn't even offer her a regular UberX ride. They offer only UberX Share and like the higher tiers. So she had no choice but to take a shared ride. So they're trying everything to get us to work harder for less money. But I think that they know that if they deactivate you for something like this, it could be a lawsuit down the line. And I'm willing to risk it because it's not my main app. So I'm only gonna risk this for probably like 5 days. I'm sure I'm gonna get the email 2 or 3 times. I might even get a phone call from support. We'll see. But it might make for good content. But I'm just so tired of them bombarding me with shared rides. Literally one day, I got nothing but shared rides and long distance trips the entire day, to the point I just turned the app off. I'm gonna start taking the shared rides, hit stop request quickly. But now there's a risk. You got to be careful, because sometimes if you're not paying attention, you won't see the number of people. You got to make sure you're only picking up one person, and sometimes I'll see 2. So, and you got to hit stop request right away. A lot of times you're not paying attention and you'll forget, and then you'll get another offer, and then you got to cancel that offer. Another thing about shared rides, they said it won't affect your acceptance rate. That's a lie. It does eventually affect your acceptance rate. If you don't take them at all and you're just all day doing, like, it slowly chips away at your acceptance rate. So I'm going to take a couple. I'm probably not going to do a lot. I'll probably do like 3 a day until Friday. So it won't be the bulk of, because I got to make some real money. So I'm going to be on Lyft most of that time. So if you guys want to play along and do this experiment, I wouldn't risk this if Uber's your primary app. Like, if you really make a good money on Uber, don't even risk this. I'm only risking this because the worst case scenario, I get deactivated, I still got Lyft. I'm still making money in other ways, for those of you who don't know. They just think I'm an Uber driver, and I have other ways of bringing in income. I make money online, and I rent bedrooms. I don't own the property, but I rent to roommates. I make money that way. So I call it the room rental hack. And then I do affiliate marketing online. Hence the reason why I got the channels. I'm not monetized, but I got like 5 YouTube channels that occasionally I make affiliate dollars. Not a lot, not as much as enough to pay my bills, let's say, but sporadically I'm making money that way. More often, the rent in the rooms brings in more money. And then I got Lyft. In the future, I'm probably gonna try delivery apps. Working on building a new corporation for the transportation stuff, as well as to control my online presence. I do have what I call a holding company in Navy Federal for my affiliate dollars, but I want to build a new corporation for some other reasons. Transportation, as well as I want to build a company that I may want to sell down the line in the future. So I'm working on that. But I'm going to try this experiment for the 5 days. Today's almost over, but I'm going to finish out the day, try that experiment, see what happens. I might even get the email tomorrow. We'll see. I'll do that. You'll probably see another video about the same situation later. But I'm willing to bet that I won't get deactivated, because I think they know it's wrong. And for those of you asking, well, why are you playing games with them? Because we're independent contractors. Why do we got to keep playing these games? We should not have to keep playing these games with Uber. We should better run our business how we want to run it. Your comments, please. Subscribe, like, comment, click that bell icon, and I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Thank you.